Okay, so before we really start this video, I just want you to look at this picture that you're looking at right now. And if you like learning like I do, if you like reading and understanding things on a different level, a deeper level, a psychological level, then I suggest that you go read this article. Um, it says a lot of the things that I've been saying, and it makes a lot of sense. And the title itself is just literal. So if you like to read and you want to know more, I suggest you check it out. And there's a ton of articles just like this. So long story short, this isn't a good idea, what they're doing. The restaurant, I don't work at a restaurant. I'm outside, so that's why you hear a lot of things going on in the background. If you do happen to hear them, there's cars, there's people, blah blah blah, whatever. Moving on. Okay, so oh Lord Jesus, why am I so out of breath? It's my height, because I'm not fat. Jesus Lord. Okay, anyway, that was completely off subject. So the talk of the town is, of course, solar eclipse and the flower, right? Okay. I see a whole lot of y'all cheering this shit on like it's fucking normal. It's not. Okay? It's not normal. It's not normal. We can clearly see that the flower is funding the eclipse. Okay? That's obvious. He's already said he's dusted down broke. Okay? So that's why they're trying to do all of these money grabs. YouTube channels, tarot readings, beats, music, afro puffs, fairy wings, makeup. I mean, anything you can think of, they're going to probably create it and tell you they can do it so they can sell it to you. These are just facts. I don't care how fucking cute you think they are. I don't fucking care. Let me clean up my language. I don't care. The fact of the matter is, and all of this, while y'all cheering it on, I'm so happy for you, son. I'm so happy. Bitch, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Why he ain't do that when Elijah was in the house? He ain't talk none of this big shit when that man was in that house. None of them did. Solar, Musa, who else ran away and started just talking mad cash shit? You know, those are the two main ones. Okay. And the flower. But none of y'all said this in his presence. Now, don't get it misconstrued. If you Google and research, there are a lot of ex-cult members who left while the cult leader was still in charge. He wasn't behind bars. He wasn't detained. They got the courage and got up out of there. And they let him know what they thought about him as they were leaving. This didn't happen in this case. So I don't respect it. It's not genuine and it's not authentic, because you big, you bad, and you bold now. But you were weak, you were vulnerable and gullible in his presence. So that's who you are. Miss me with the bullshit, because me, I'm big and I'm bold and I'm badass now, and I always have been. With or without a group. I've never been associated with any type of group, ever. Let's move forward. Y'all, especially the older women that are pushing this shit and congratulating it and clapping and doing all this silliness. This man is married. He's married. I don't care if it was forced. Don't comment under my video talking about it was forced. They didn't. I don't care. They did it. And you should, if you love If you call yourself love and you operate out of love, you not moving like that, bro. Not at all. Because as you said, when you first left Carbonation, you said out of your own mouth that Zoka was the one who was most gone, right? She's the youngest one there, the most vulnerable, your wife that you left, and you were stolen yet again because for some reason she feels like this married man is her soulmate. Let me tell you something. This man has already produced a child, okay, with a whole nother woman. That child unfortunately did not make it. And I send love and light to that baby daily, because that baby will get justice. Trust that. Just like you talk about the universe eclipse, it doesn't forget. It saw everything y'all did that day, and everything y'all did when the cameras were not rolling. It saw it. You're not innocent, neither one of y'all. Is it because they're good looking? Is that why y'all gassing them up like that? Because they both did some outrageous, horrible things to people, and they allowed them to happen. They didn't say anything, but now they chest is big, and they proud, and they tell it. And first of all, how you gonna fix your raggedy mouth and say, if I were to tell everything that went on, he would be under the jail? Are you serious? So you're not gonna tell everything that went on? That's what you're telling us? So you're not going to tell the authorities everything that you know, Solar? Is that what you're telling us? Because you think True and Juju and Sheba would think badly about you, or think that you're betraying them because you are assisting putting a criminal behind bars permanently. But you're not going to do that. And everyone should know that. This is some shiznick, okay? And I don't like it. I'm not grooving with it. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel authentic. Everything about this was not created on a solid foundation, and it's going to collapse. Her track record is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. His track record of being in the cult and believing a man that bleeds just like him, your background and your history is atrocious also. And you have to have accountability for that. I'm sorry. I'm sick of this shit. You love wins? What about your wife? What about your baby? Go to the news channel and tell what the fuck. What did Alicia do with your child, Solar? You're talking about having a baby with Natiri and you're married, and you're talking about children with a whole nother woman. What is the universe? Oh, Lord. Do you know the universe is not done with y'all? It's not. And I'm starting to feel and sound like Star right now. I don't talk about spiritual stuff a lot because it's heavy, but I'm way more educated and grounded in spirituality than most people think that I am, especially because of my ethnic origin and history. But we're not going to go there. But I need the flower and the eclipse, to know that the universe does not forget. It sees and hears and knows everything you're doing before you do it, while you're doing it. And you're doing a lot of wrong things. And karma does not play. Keep playing with it. Keep thinking that you're a healer, okay? But you're fighting women. You're watching women get beat, but you want to offer tarot readings. Are you serious? You're with a man that never protected the women that never went in between Elijah and that woman to stop the beatings. That's the kind of man you're with. So we're talking about marriage and morals. Marriage and morals. And when you mix it up, when you two mix it up, you created mud. and nothing grows from that. And I don't care who is angry with me about my opinion. I don't care. Please understand that. I see everything that you guys see. I just see it differently. I am not Google and Gagag and all, and I'm not impressed. I would have been impressed if Solar would have stood his ground while Elijah was standing in that goddamn living room. But no, he was on his knees. So miss me with the bullshit. I'm done. Y'all are praising people for nothing. They don't have jobs. They haven't gone to therapy. None of this. None of this. To heal themselves inside from all the traumatic shit that they've been through. But y'all are cheering this on. Y'all not cheering on. Y'all need help. Heal. Take time off of social media and heal, because this is heavy. This is going to follow you until your deathbed. Know that.
Anything that I say that's true, right? They claim they want real shit. They talk about real niggas. But anything that I talk about that would be true, right, to them is wrong. If I talk about what really happened, that's the cowardly thing to do in their eyes. If I tell the truth of the matters that the people don't know about, people in the tribe don't even know some of these things. I've had to find that out as I exchange certain things, certain stories and memories and things where it's like, yo, how did I not see that? Why did I not do something then? Why did I not change then? You know, when I look back at those moments and I recant them with some of the people, it's like, yo, they're like, I didn't know that. He did that? Damn, that makes sense now. Oh shit, that makes sense now. And everybody's starting to understand the truth. And I came from where they were at, so I understand why they, want to defend Chief. And it's really hard for me to want to speak truth in any way about my life and what I went through in my life, like very serious, critical things that I'm just supposed to say hush about, because if I don't say hush about it, anything that I say will put you so deep into jail, bro. That's why I keep using this Greek mythology, so you guys can all understand. It's not to be mean and it's not to be rude. It's funny how the story of Zeus and Kronos is playing out. And you can ask my friends, you can ask people, from who knew me before I came there, that we had many revelations where we realized that I have this major Zeus energy. And even on the way there, some random Mexican dude confessed all his sins, all kind of murders to me and everything. Called me king, said that, his name was Ray, but my name should be Ray. And then he gave me a ring with a lightning bolt on it. So funny. And this is before I ever got to carbonation. And we had already knew, even before then, we had so many moments where like, yo, it's like I'm Zeus, Mente, you're Poseidon. And, the guy who was with, his name was Pluto.
I'm starting to think the people that call themselves healers are really the ones that need to be healed.
I just wanted to add this little piece too. I forgot about this. I keep adding to this video as I'm editing it because I'm smoking. So I'm like, oh yeah, let me talk about that. So anyway, but I thought it was kind of offensive when Eclipse said that he was a shaman, and it was a little offensive for personal reasons and people that I know, things that I've seen personally in my life with indigenous people and people who actually practice this or who have been ordained to be shamans, so I just thought that was very offensive. And I don't know why carbonation people deem themselves as these higher deities or some type of deity. It's really weird, and there is a mental disorder for that. I suggest you Google it.